Your manager sees your output. They see your deadlines, your deliverables, your attitude in meetings. But there is an entire layer of what is happening to you at work that your manager will never fully understand. HR knows though. After sitting across from thousands of employees over more than 2 decades in private conversations, exit interviews, formal complaints, and quiet check-ins, I know things about workplace stress that most managers are never trained to see, never equipped to handle, and honestly, never even think to ask about. And today I'm sharing 5 of them with you. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand your own stress in a completely different way. Hey, I'm Belinda Harris, HR executive, workplace well-being advocate, and founder of Self-Care at Work. I created this channel because I believe every working professional deserves real, honest support, not corporate talking points. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hit subscribe so that you never miss a video. And if you've been here before, you already know that we don't sugarcoat anything. Let's get into it. Thing number 1 is that your stress is rarely just about work. The first thing HR knows that your manager almost never will is that your stress is rarely just about the workload. See, when an employee comes to HR overwhelmed, burnt out, or on the verge of walking out, we are trained to look beneath the surface. Because 9 times out of 10, the presenting issue is not the real issue. Yes, you might have too many projects. Yes, the deadlines might be unrealistic. But underneath that, there's often a relationship problem, a feeling of being invisible or undervalued, a fear that no matter how hard you work, it will never be enough, a personal situation at home that is bleeding into everything at work. Your manager sees the symptoms. HR is trained to look for the root. And here's why this matters for you. If you are only addressing the surface level of your stress, you will keep treating symptoms and never heal the actual wound. The next time you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what is this really about? See, the answer might surprise you. Thing 2 is that your body keeps score before your mind does. The second thing HR knows is that your body is telling the truth about your stress long before your mind is ready to admit it. I've sat with employees who came in to talk about a scheduling conflict or a difficult coworker, and within 5 minutes, it was clear that they were dealing with something much deeper. The shaking hands, the voice that cracks, the eyes that fill up when they least expect it, the exhaustion that goes bone deep. And your body does not lie. It does not wait for you to be ready. Managers are focused on performance metrics. They're not always watching for the physical signs that someone on their team is running on empty. But HR sees it. And more importantly, your body is showing you these signs every single day. Tension headaches, disrupted sleep, digestive issues, getting sick more often than usual, a racing heart on Sunday nights. They are not random. These are your body's way of filing a formal complaint about the stress that you are carrying. The question is, are you listening? Thing number 3, the most stressed employees are often the quietest one. See, here is something that might challenge everything you think about, about workplace stress. The loudest, most visibly frustrated person on your team is usually not the one HR is most worried about. It is the quiet one. The one who never complains. The one who always says, I'm fine. The one who takes on extra work without being asked and never pushes back. Why? Because they have internalized everything. They have convinced themselves that their stress is not valid, not worth mentioning, not as bad as someone else's. So they carry it alone, silently, until one day they can't anymore. See, HR knows this pattern because we see how it ends. The sudden resignation with no warning. The medical leave that nobody saw coming. The breakdown that happens in the parking lot or a bathroom stall instead of a manager's office. If you are the quiet one, the one who holds it all together for everyone else, I need you to hear this. Your stress is real. Your limits are real too. And suffering in silence is not strength. It is a slow emergency. Thing 4, workplace stress has a compounding effect. The 4th thing HR knows that your manager rarely understands is that workplace stress compounds. It does not reset at the end of the day. It does not disappear over the weekend. It builds. Think of it like interest on a debt. Every unresolved conflict, every skipped lunch break, every late night, every time you swallowed your frustrations and kept going, that adds up. And at some point, the balance comes due. I've watched employees go from high performing to completely depleted in a matter of months. Not because something catastrophic happened, but because small stressors accumulated over time with no real recovery in between. Your manager might look at your recent performance and wonder what changed. HR looks at the full picture, the months and years of pressure that led to this moment. This is why self-care cannot be occasional. It cannot be something you do when things get really bad. It has to be consistent, daily, non-negotiable, because you are not just managing today's stress. You're preventing tomorrow's crisis. And thing 5, most employees don't leave jobs. They leave how those jobs make them feel. Most employees do not leave because of the work. They leave because of how the work makes them feel. HR knows this because we conduct exit interviews. We hear the real reasons people walk away. And it's almost never that the job was too hard. It is, I felt invisible. It is, I stopped feeling like a person and started feeling like a resource. It is, I gave everything I had and nobody noticed. It is, I lost myself trying to keep up. Stress that goes unaddressed does not just affect your performance. It affects your identity. It changes how you see yourself. It makes you question your worth, your capabilities, your future. And your manager, no matter how good they are, is often not equipped to see that happening in real time. They are managing projects, not people's inner lives. That is why you have to be the one who pays attention. You have to be the one who catches it early. You have to be the one who decides that your well-being is not a luxury. It is a leadership responsibility, starting with how you lead yourself. So let's bring it all together. Your manager sees your performance. HR sees your patterns. But the only person who can see the full picture, the stress beneath the stress, the body signals, the silent suffering, the compounding weight of it all, is you. And now you know what to look for. You do not have to wait until you're in crisis to take your well-being seriously. You don't have to wait for someone at work to notice. You can start right now with awareness, with honesty, and with one small decision to take better care of yourself today than you did yesterday. If this video spoke to you, I want you to come join me on Substack. Every week I publish honest, practical content on workplace well-being and self-care strategies built specifically for working professionals that are trying to protect their peace without sacrificing their career. No fluff, no corporate speak, just real support from someone who has been inside the system and knows how it works. The link is in the description. Go subscribe right now and become part of the community, because you deserve a place where your well-being actually matters. I'll see you in the next one, and remember, take care of yourself, because the work will always be there, but you only get one you. I'll see you at the next video.